If you're watching this late at night, you might want to stop, because every place on this list has one thing in common. People who visited didn't just leave scared, they left changed. Some lost time, some heard voices that followed them home, and some were found dead, with no injuries, and looks of absolute terror frozen on their faces. These aren't tourist traps. These are places locals warn you about, places you're not supposed to go. And the last location on this list? Even paranormal investigators refuse to step foot inside it. Let's begin. 1. The forest where silence hunts you. There's a forest in Eastern Europe where birds don't sing, no insects, no wind. Locals say the forest is awake. Visitors report a pressure in their chest the moment they enter, like the air is pushing them out. Cameras malfunction, compasses spin, and people experience something far worse than fear. Total silence. One hiker claimed the quiet was so complete, he could hear his own heartbeat echoing in his skull. After 30 minutes, he began hearing footsteps circling him, but nothing was there. He ran. When he made it out, he realized something horrifying. 3 hours had passed, but to him, it felt like 5 minutes. 2. The hotel where guests never leave alone. This abandoned hotel looks harmless during the day. At night, every window goes dark, except one. Guests who stayed here reported hearing furniture being dragged across the ceiling, even though no rooms existed above them. Others claimed someone knocked on their door. Every night at exactly 3:07 a.m., when they opened it, nothing. One guest finally snapped and screamed into the hallway. Security footage later showed him screaming at someone standing inches from his face, but the hallway cameras showed no one else there. He checked out that morning. 3 days later, he was found dead in his apartment, still clutching the hotel room key. 3. The bridge where something watches from below. Locals won't cross this bridge after sunset, not because of accidents, but because of what looks up at you from the water. Drivers report seeing faces just beneath the surface, too still to be human. One man stopped his car after hearing his name whispered from below the bridge. He leaned over the railing. Witnesses later said they saw him smiling before stepping backward and vanishing into the dark. They never found his body. But fishermen still report something grabbing their lines, pulling up instead of down. 4. The village that was erased. There's a village that doesn't appear on modern maps. No records, no population data, no explanation. Satellite images show empty houses frozen in time, dishes still on tables, children's toys left in the street. Urban explorers who enter report seeing movement inside the homes. Footprints appear behind them in fresh dust, barefoot. One explorer uploaded footage showing a woman standing in an upstairs window. When viewers slowed the video down, they noticed something wrong. She had no face. The channel was deleted 2 days later. The uploader was never heard from again. 5. The staircase that shouldn't exist. Deep in certain national forests, rangers have reported finding staircases, perfectly clean, stone or wood, leading nowhere. No building, no ruins, just stairs. Rangers are trained to never approach them, because those who do report hearing a child crying nearby. One ranger admitted he climbed a few steps before realizing the crying stopped the moment he touched the staircase. Behind him, the forest went silent. He turned around and saw the stairs were gone. He still hears the crying in his dreams. 6. The asylum where the walls remember. This abandoned asylum is sealed off by the government, not because it's unsafe structurally, but because of what happens inside. Visitors report voices whispering their deepest regrets. Rooms drop in temperature instantly, and some claim the walls feel warm, like skin. One investigator captured audio of a voice saying, "You shouldn't have come back." The investigator had never been there before. He quit paranormal research entirely the next day. 7. The house that follows you. This final place isn't dangerous because of what happens inside. It's dangerous because it doesn't let go. Visitors experience nightmares for weeks after leaving. Objects move in their homes. Scratching sounds appear on walls. One woman reported seeing the same shadow figure from the house standing at the foot of her bed, 3 states away. She burned every photo she took of the place. The activity stopped. But the house still waits. These places don't need ghosts to be terrifying. They're reminders that some locations hold memories, and some memories don't want to be remembered. If you had to visit one of these places, which would it be? Or better yet, which one would you never go near? Subscribe if you want more true horror like this. And remember, some places don't want visitors, they want witnesses.